Yeah, man. Life. It's like I've been training for a while. I haven't fought in a while though. I haven't fought in over 10 years, 11 years. I'm 12 years old, so I don't plan on fighting it again. I mean, I officially retired. I officially retired, chat. Let's put it that way. I officially retired. Yeah, I said it. Excuse me. I never really officially did it before, but pretty much people knew I was gonna retire anyway. I tell you, man, life is really short, chat.
Life is really
Because
life is really short, chat.
I
Life is really
I've been through a lot, man.
because
I've been through a lot. I fought in front of Dana White.
life is really short, chat.
I I tried to for
I've been through a
I,
lot, man.
I tried it for UFC.
I fought in front of the white.
I've seen so many. I trained with so many fighters. Anderson Silva, both Nogueira brothers, Jason Jackson, Luis Palomino. I trained. I used to train. I used to train with Jorge Masvidal, Game Bread. Back when he used to fight for Bulldog fights. Everyone, for your old school heads, remember Bulldog fight? Yeah, Bulldog. I think it was a Russian promotion, and I think that's a promotion. Jorge Masvidal knocked out Eve Edwards, one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, I trained with all those guys before, chat. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it to let you know that if I could do it, y'all could do it too. I used to fight at 145 pounds, 155 pounds, and I fought one time at 170. 170 is way too big for me, right? 155 can be big to me also. 145 is my perfect weight class. And at 145, I'm light. I'm usually taller than some of my opponents, and I have long arms for my height. I'm 5'9", but I have long arms. So when it comes to you know fighting at featherweights, sometimes I have the advantage for with the height and with the for sure the arm length. And, I have a short torso. Um, when I met Dana White at the UFC tryouts, Ultimate Fighter tryouts, let me tell you, man, it was a dream come true at that point because, you know, I fell in love with the UFC a long time ago, and I just think the concept of stepping into a cage with somebody who wants to knock your head off, it could be both scary and also fun at the same time, and that's why I was happy to be honored to be able to train with some of the best guys. I train with I train with former UFC champions, Bellator champions, bare knuckle, bare fighting knuckle champions. Yes, I train with all those guys, and I used to train with pro, pro boxers, amateur boxers. I trained with this one time. I trained with a pro boxer who was 6'6". I mean, we were sparring, light sparring though. I repeat, we're doing light sparring, and even he was going light on me. Once he hit me with a hook, I still flew because he was so powerful, you know. But fighting in the cage, let me tell you, it's a great feeling fighting in the cage. It really is because that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate. It's just you and that person. You train for a long time. You train for a long time, and boom, you get to fight somebody. You know, Once I walk down the aisle and go to the cage, once the cage door locks, a switch goes to my head, and then I tell myself, "Yeah, he's all mine." I tell myself, "Yeah, he's not going anywhere." Once the cage door locks, I tell myself, "Yeah, he's not going anywhere." You know, and I tell people, fighting in a cage is an experience that most people are not gonna experience. But let me tell you, man, come fight night, I wasn't really nervous. I wasn't really scared, only because I trained so hard for my fights. I trained very hard for my fights, so I wasn't really that nervous. You know, I think maybe I should have been more nervous than was because sometimes it's good to have a little bit nervous energy before you fight. I think I was too relaxed for my fight. Um, I remember one fight I was about to fight, and and the doctor checks, everybody's pulse, the heart rate and stuff. My heart rate was at I think 43, which is okay. You know what I mean? If you're a top athlete or elite athlete, your heart rate it's supposed to be low. So, but my point I'm saying is that before I fight, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't as nervous as you think it was. Only because not saying because I'm just whatever, because I trained myself to know that I trained so hard that nothing could go wrong. You know, I've never been knocked out before. In fact, in all my MMA fights, I've taken everybody down. No one ever took me down in none of my fights, MMA fights. In my grappling tournaments, I've done dozens of grappling tournaments. I got taken down probably once or twice, and the first time was against somebody who was 6'2", 210 pounds. It was an open weight class. But again, I say this not to brag. I just say this just to know, say that if you train hard, man, you can make it too. My first sensei was Ed Mello, a black belt jiu-jitsu, and then I started training with Daniel Valverde of MMA Masters. Let me tell you, man, Daniel Valverde of MMA Masters, man, this guy is amazing on the ground. I say amazing. I mean, I rank him the top 25 jiu-jitsu guys of all time. That's how good I think Daniel Valverde is. Um, I I can't last no more than 30 seconds with him on the ground. It's crazy. It's crazy. So he also trained, St. Louis Palomino for a long time. He also trained, I think, Ramus, featherweight for the UFC. We call it Ramus, yes. Also trained him. Also trained a fighter called the Pink Panther. I think his nickname was the Pink Panther. I think he fought in UFC a couple times also. But yeah, that's what I mean, Chad. I've been around, man. I trained with Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva had a seminar at the gym, where I trained at, and I was very fortunate to train with him. And he showed us some moves, showed us some jiu-jitsu moves. It was awesome. It was really awesome. Because at the time, Anderson Silva was my favorite fighter. It still is my favorite fighter of all time. Only because, man, he was so slick, so slick. And when he fought Rich Franklin the first time, when he broke when he broke Rich Franklin's nose, that's when he came to my gym months after that to show us some moves. And I had him put me in the same clinch he put Rich Franklin in, which is pretty cool, man. So yes, I got a picture of me and Anderson Silva. Silva got me in the Muay Thai clinch, plum, and he's pretending to knee me in the face. Let me tell you, that was a dream come true. Also, imagine getting punched in the face by Anderson Silva, right? That was that was pretty cool, man. But again, I got stories for days, man. Remember, I told you that I never been knocked out before. Never been knocked out before. But I've been put to sleep 3 times in training, chat. I got put to sleep 3 times in training, right? Let me explain. Anybody who knows me knows that I'm very stubborn when it comes to certain things, and I don't like to tap. Now, if of course, if I get caught in a straight armbar and for sure I can't get out completely, yes, I'm gonna tap. But if I think I have a little hope of getting out, then. So the first time I got put to sleep was I got caught by an anaconda. All right, those chokes are very sneaky because you just pretty much go out. You just pretty much go out. There's no at least with a real naked choke, you could kind of sense yourself. You could sense yourself going out a little bit, and you could tap. But for anaconda choke, you really can't feel the choke, meaning that you just pretty much pass out. So so I passed out. So then I got choked to sleep the first time doing training. Right. Here's the funny part. So here's the funny part. I got choked to sleep, and then I woke up. So everyone's waking me up. Everyone's yelling my name. Fitz, you okay? Fitz, you okay? And I woke up. But the thing about it was, I was having the best dream ever. I got choked to sleep by anaconda choke. But I was having the best dream ever, Chad. I dreamt of flowers and birds and singing and this and that. In fact, when they were waking me up, I got mad that they were waking me up because I didn't know what happened. I just thought I was sleeping. So then everyone saying, "You okay? You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm okay." I got mad at them, chat. Chat. I just got mad at them. I said, "I'm okay. Leave me alone." And then they said, "You okay? You okay?" And then I heard somebody say, "Don't worry, it happens to all of us." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I had no idea what happened. And then 5 or 10 minutes later, once I calmed down and the blood came back to my head, whatever, then I remember what happened, and I was like, "Oh, I got caught by a choke," you know. So that was the first time I got put to sleep in training. So the second time I got put to sleep in training was against Jason Jackson. Me and him was grappling, and he put me in a arm triangle, and again I didn't tap, and I was put to sleep. I was out like a light. Yeah, Jason Jackson put me to sleep. You know, what's up? On them. What's up? What's up? What's up? So yeah, Jason Jackson put me to sleep. The third time I got put to sleep, training, this time was the more scarier one because what happened was that at the time I was working overnight shift, right? I was working overnight shift, and then so I worked the overnight shift, and then I got a few hours sleep that morning, and then I went to training. So basically, I was still tired, and then I was grappling with this guy that I'm better with on the ground. So he got me to move, right? And what's funny about the movie, so he got me in a guillotine, right? But usually I could get out easily because I was better than him on the ground. But for some reason, because I was tired from the overnight work, because I was sleeping, my body was tired. Once he put me in the guillotine, for some reason, I didn't fight. I just relaxed. For some reason, and boom, I was out. I was out. And thank God my sensei and other teammates saw what was happening because the guy that was choking me couldn't see my face, so he didn't know if I was out or not. But the sensei and the other training partners saw it, and because they know I don't tap, so so they realized I was out. So in a way, they kind of saved my life, right, chat? But yeah, it's. Give me a second, chat. Is the battery? Give me a second, chat. I'm trying to charge my computer here, but what's going on? But yeah, chat. So yeah, that's yeah. So I got choked to sleep 3 times. It wasn't fun. I mean, it's sleeping. So I was sleeping. So what, what am I gonna do? Excuse me. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it was still a learning experience, right? It was still, you know. So yeah, give me a second, chat. So yeah, I got choked to sleep 3 times in training, 3 times. Uh, for some reason, the charge is not charging. What's up with this? Huh? I gotta figure out what's going on with this, man. I hope it's not. Give me a second, chat. I gotta see what's going on with the charger. For some reason, I'm trying to charge it, but I don't know. I read the charger was bad on this thing, but like this. Maybe it's. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second. Give me a second. I gotta find this charger. Yes, chat. So wait. Let me see something for a minute. Yeah. So let me know what y'all think about that. Is that a cool story or what? Yeah, it's charging here. It works there. What's going on? Um, yeah, yeah, man. So, yes, yeah, but so that's the story. So, that's the story of my life, right? I was able to, I mean, that's part of my life, not the whole life. I was, I was able to basically have a lot of experience training with a lot of people. Hey, y'all, please smash that like button for me. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Show some love. I have to find an outlet here. I can't find it. Why I don't know why this charger's not working. I don't know why the charger's not working. What's up with this? Is it my normal charger? Maybe it's not my normal charger. Let me see. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second for a minute. I gotta find out what's going on here. Well, it's not this. Yes. Huh. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on here, chat. I don't know what's going on here. I need to find another outlet. All right, so where's the other outlet here, chat? Let's see what's here. Then I see one here. All right, let's see. Let's see if this works. All right, let's see, chat. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry about that. I'm just here trying to make sure because my phone battery about to die soon. I want to make sure I have enough charge to finish the live. All right. Hold up. Give me a second, chat. This is not working. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and log off and come back a little bit, okay, later. All right. Thanks for your support. All right. Catch me a little later. All right, chat. Peace.